What's up, YouTube? Angry Jackalope Rob Ricks. It is Saturday the 14th, and we are live. We got Backwoods, we got Paula, we got Brian, we got Gary, we got Bear. And that's it so far. But, you know, we're just popping off. We're just getting shit started. Oh, Lord. Lord. Wow. I'm tired, guys. Me and the daughter, hey, what's up, Bronx? We shot some, we filmed some videos earlier, and discovered a few things while we were testing and stuff like that. And then I fucked up my El Chete. Yes, yes, you're right. It's the 13th. Sorry, 4/13/2019. I fucked up my El Chete. And it was my bad. I didn't think through what I was chopping. And I chinked the shit out of it. Well, fuck, it is what it is. I mean, it's a good thing that the fucking Machete is pretty much just a monster chopper anyway. So, yeah. Chinked. Hard chinked. But, that's what happens when you chop through a pool stick and you hit the metal screw inside of said pool stick. Yep. Metal screw. So yeah. So there's some for you. Hey, what's up, Vix? Yeah. Don't try to chop a screw. Fucking shit. So anyway, yeah, I am really out of it. With fucking doing these chop tests, I tell you. It has been a minute. Let me tell you, I'm gonna take you through the day. I'm gonna take you through what has happened and what is continuing to happen. I can't solve everything's downstairs right now. I'm still filming, actually. Yeah, I'd have to get up, go run all the way downstairs, grab it, and bring it back up. And that's, I'm tired of walking up and down these fucking stairs. Let's put it that way. So my wife was like, we were talking yesterday. She goes, oh, what's your plan tomorrow? I said, oh, I plan on, I still got wood all over me. I made such a fucking mess downstairs. It's okay. I said, yeah, I'm gonna shoot in the garage. She's like, why are you gonna shoot in the garage? Just shoot in the basement. And I'm all, I was gonna make a mess. She was like, yeah, but the basement's not finished. Just clean it up. And I'm like, all right. Nah, fuck. Yeah, light's better down there and everything else, so that's good. Oh, fucking insurance companies. Jesus Christ. They fucking suck. Yeah, they fucking suck. Fucking insurance companies. What kind of nurse is she? Let's see, Paula. Hi, Vix. How you feeling? Don't do that again. Oh, my wife, she's a ER nurse. She works in ER. So, she says, yeah, go do it in the basement. I said, all right, fuck it. I'll do it in the basement. I got lights already set up down there. I already got a couple tripods. I got, you know, stuff. And I said, well, you got the pool table down there. I said, I'll just be real careful not to fuck up the pool table. So, then I had to lug all the shit that I had set up kind of in the garage down to the basement. So, I did. And by the time I did 15 trips up and down the stairs, I was already kind of a sweaty mess. And I was like, oh my God, I'm already sweaty. Fuck, this is not going to be fun. And I talked to my daughter and said, hey, you want to be part of this? She's like, yeah. I said, okay. Cool. Yeah, pretty much, right? So I get all the stuff downstairs. I had only planned on really testing 2 knives, the Operator 7 and El Chete, which me and my daughter now called El Niche, because it's really a niche blade. El Chete is really, really, really just best suited for like a camp knife, to just process wood for the rest of your life. I mean, El Chete is just amazing in that regards. And also, you know, for cooking food, you know, to do food prep, stuff like that. So it's a perfect blade for that. Anything above and beyond that, really, not really. Like, you're not going to EDC this shit. You're not going to fight with it. You're not going to go whacking through the jungle, chopping brush like you would a regular machete, as an example. So, you know, it is a fucking perfect chopper for just processing massive amount of wood. And from that point of view, there's I can't think of another blade that is that easy as far as like wood processing type stuff goes, because with that fat ass backside that it's got, it just asks to be batoned. So, you know, I think that, you know, I mean, that's what it is. I'm not a bushcraft guy, so I'm kind of like, you know, you might like, okay, I probably wouldn't either. I'm telling you, the fucker's heavy. It's fucking heavy. I fucked with it for a good 30 minutes, and my arms were fucking tired as shit. Operator 7 is the antithesis. It's the exact... It's funny. It was funny I ended up with those 2 blades, because neither one of those is a general purpose blade. They both have a very, very, very specific niche that they fit into extremely well. Operator 7, my testing got interrupted on that one. I was doing stab tests with it, and it just fucking excelled at stabbing. My shit. Like, if I want to stab somebody and I'm worried that I'm going to lodge it into like a bone or ribs or something like that, and I'm worried about the tip, I'm not. Not with the Operator 7. That some bitch is just meant for shanking. I mean, literally meant for shanking. It's scary how well that fucker stabs. But it's pretty shit for like chopping. Like, hey, what's up, Jeff? It's pretty shit for chopping. Like, if you're thinking, well, I'll just use this as a, you know, general purpose. I'll use this out when I'm in the bush, you know, doing whatever, and I'll use this, you know, walking around as the EDC, blah blah blah. No. Nope. I'm taking this on mission so I can kill me a bunch of fucking ISIS or Taliban. Yes. All day, yes. That is a kill blade. I don't care if that's politically correct or not. Operator 7 is a massively awesome slashing and stabbing blade. Enough said. I can't simplify that anymore. That belly just begs to slash. That tip just begs to stab. That's it. Wood processing? Fucking get out of here with that shit. No, not at all. Chopping wood? No, fuck it. Don't even try. El Chete? The exact opposite. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight with it. No, you're not. Oh yeah, we're gonna slash with it. Yeah, you can slash with it, and it will take an arm or a leg. Yeah, no problem. But you're not gonna do that continually for a long period of time. Operator 7, you can pretty much stab with that fucker pretty much as long as your arms handle and hold out, because it's not heavy and it handles brilliantly. So there you go. Yeah, Operator 7 is definitely just combat. I want the Tops Serve Tac 7 or Tops Hellion. Yeah, I've seen the Hellion before. It's pretty decent. I haven't tested it though. But anyway, it's just one of those things where, you know, I get everything set up. we start setting the environment. Hey, what's up, Lyra? And I set up the microphone. I run the microphone. I wrap the microphone around the camera, and I have it sitting there because it's not ready. It's not ready for me to start shooting. So for me to shoot, I have to open it up, flip it around so I can see, and then I plug in a microphone. Well, I get everything set up. I get the second camera set up. I talk to my daughter. She comes. She gets ready. Boom. I hit record. I set the other camera. Hit record on that. I tap, 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 tap. Make sure I get my audio lined up. Looks like everything's good. I see audio going on the main camera. I'm like, awesome, awesome. And then we start shooting. And so we start off with like some paper cuts. And then I have her do some paper cuts. And then we do a little bit thicker paper. She has thicker paper. Then we do some rope. And then we did some different types of wood cuts just to test and see the difference between what I do and what she does. Then we take out the blocks of ice. We hit the ice. And then I realized as we're hitting the ice, wait a minute, something didn't feel right with the way I hit this ice and stuff. Oh, and while I was doing the wood test, I was doing a funny skit where I'm like, yeah, let's say you've got the dangler on your hip with the, you know, El Chete, and somebody comes at you with a pull stick. And so I'm chopping a pull stick, and that's when I hit the big metal screw inside the pull stick, and I chinked the shit out of El Chete. And I'm just like, fuck, man. And I should have stopped right there. There was something in me told me, dude, just stop. This is a snafu fucking shoot. You're already feeling it's a little off. Just fucking call it. Because when you shoot videos, sometimes, despite your best effort, you shoot shit. You don't mean to shoot shit. You just shoot shit, you know? And you're just like, fuck. So, but I was like, nah, fuck it. You know, I've already done setup, did all the setup, already got the lighting, already got everything going. Boom, let's just do this shit. Let's just do this shit. So, I chink El Chete, and I'm like, fucking hell. Well, whatever. It actually did cut into the screw pretty fucking awesomely, so fuck it. If you know, because sometimes in the real world, you're doing something and accidents happen. So it's kind of good when things like this happen. It's just, I really liked looking at El Chete, and now it's all chinked up, and so I'm kind of like, fuck. Okay, well, I probably won't put El Chete back on the magnets. I'll put El Chete in the closet, and its rig and everything. So the ice turned out to be a cool idea, but in practical use, ice is shit. Ice really doesn't mean anything, and in the testing you'll see why. So we won't be doing ice again after this, but it did have some funny skit bits when we got to Operator 7 part, but on the El Chete part, you know, we were kind of like, okay, whatever. So then I had her chop on the ice, and then after the ice, we did our thoughts, we did our overviews, you know, our feelings on it, and they were brutal. I mean, Tops is a channel sponsor, and I love them. You know, they are my favorite knife company, but at the end of the day, you know, El Chete is El Niche, as we say. It's a niche blade. It's perfect for wood processing as well as you know, camp cooking, which I don't think they ever said it was anything other than that. So I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, Rob? But I definitely don't think I'm gonna have some of the characters in my stories using El Chete from a combat point of view, because it just doesn't make sense. But after testing Operator 7, that definitely reaffirmed that yes, Chemo would rock 2 Operator 7s as a normal loadout. So that was kind of cool. And then right when I'm doing the Operator 7 test, the fucking battery ran out on camera 1, the primary camera. So I'm doing this epic tip tests. I mean, brutal tip tests. I mean, I'm just stabbing in this 2x4 and just ranking on it, ranking on it, ranking on it, ranking on it. And I'm getting almost sweaty at this point. I'm just stabbing like, you know, I'm trying to kill something, you know, like Woody fucking Woodpecker, you know, serial killer. And I take the tip out. I have Angel come. She stabs quite a few times. I'm like, cool, cool. We do a comparative analysis on that. And then I look up and the camera's dead and there's nothing. I'm like, fuck. So I come up, I take the memory card out. I come and I look. Memory card caught everything up to the very first tip test. And I'm like, well, fuck. That was at the tail end of the Operator 7 review anyway. So once I'm done with this, the camera should be charged all the way. I'll take it back downstairs. I'll reset it back up. And then I will do some more stabby McStabs on that part. But I was just like, fuck, are you fucking serious? So that really irked me. And then as I went to the camera, that's when I realized I hadn't plugged in the actual microphone, which means the audio that was captured from that particular camera was shit. It's in a unfinished basement full of echoes, all kinds of ambient noise and everything else. And my daughter's responding to me and she's off the camera, you know, she's off to the side sometimes. But I think I got good audio captured from the secondary camera because that was a little action cam that stays with me pretty close. And I use it a lot of times for interviews. Like, you'll see me when I'm talking to Joe Flowers. You see me when I'm doing Maxpedition. A lot of times I had that little secondary camera in my hand, kind of like a microphone, because the audio that captures from the Sony side is actually pretty decent. So that might still turn out okay. But we'll see. And then I was looking at it and I was like, man, the lighting down there is really not that good. And I don't know. It's just one of those things where you're shooting all this stuff and you're kind of like this was the other part. So I took my daughter because I knew she was going to be on camera. So I wanted to make sure she looked as good as she could look on camera. So I went and we had her eyebrows done the way she always likes, and my other daughter too. And while I was waiting for them to get her eyebrows done, I had brought my YouTube up because I just put a video out the other day. So I got 5 videos that I'm processing right now to put out. These are 2 more. These are actually the hard use test videos. And so I was like, okay. Because, you know, Simicon, what's up, by the way, had put a comment. I think it was on my Angry Jackalope Facebook, where he's like, yeah, I missed some Angry Jackalope content. And I was like, fuck, I really need to get some shit done. So I went and shot some stuff. And so I'm sitting there and I'm checking to see if there's new comments on the video I put out the other day, which was just a channel update, really. And I got really flabbergasted, because before I had 3,800 and some odd subscribers. I was getting pretty close to 4,000 subscribers. And so I was really surprised today when I went and looked and it said I was at 3,200. So I lost 600 subs in a month. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, how the fuck did I lose that many subs? You know, because you could make the argument, well, fuck, Rob, you haven't been putting out videos. You've been doing this live shit forever and a fucking day, and you were doing a bunch of the drawings and things of that nature. And, you know, that's not why the people originally came to the show in the first place. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But understand, all of that shit happened over the last year. So during that whole year, I was still picking up subs. And so suddenly, now I dropped 600 subs in a month. I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, let's see what I'm missing here. It seems like chat's been going blah 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 here. Let's see. Do I like the K-bar? USMC. Yeah, I like K-bars. I think those are decent blades. I haven't really done anything as far as hard use testing, but yeah, it's a decent looking blade. Let's see. I'm buying it from Tops, way cheaper than eBay or anywhere else. Oh, you were looking for a blade. Okay, let's see. Brian, try out Tops Backpacker Bowie Rob. I got one for $90 on Amazon. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, you know, I don't really mind brutalizing most blades. This is responding to Simicom's nothing worse than popping your precious knives, Jerry. Like, I actually, like, my M4X Punisher, like, I brutalized the fuck out of it, and it's beat the shit. I mean, it is scarred up. It looks like shit, but I like that. I think every time there's something that's really brutalized on a blade, it does two things. One, it gives me that mental verification that the bitch handled a really fucking gross use of it, and it didn't break, so I can stake my life on it. And two, shit, I'm not trying to just collect blades just to have them look nice. If that was the case, it'd be a totally different video. It'd be a different show, you know. I get these. Let's just be blunt and honest. Originally, a lot of this stuff started with me collecting gear, prepping for apocalyptic type situation where I was thinking these blades were going to have to be utilized against other human beings. So that being said, I really wanted to put them as hard as possible to make sure I knew in my mind what was going to be the best blade to deal with a shambling zombie horde, you know, whatever fucking, you know, situation you can paint in your imagination. And for the most part, I'm really happy with everything that's happened. So even though Shete, it looks bad and I'm sad about it, but at the same time, the bitch didn't break. So that's fucking kudos in that regards. And the fact that it almost, I mean, it put a pretty respectable chink in the screw itself. There was a part of me kind of like thinking, well, fuck it, I already done fucked up El Shete. I might as well just keep going ham on it and see if I can get through this fucking screw. You know, I thought about that for a second, and I thought, dude, you're really gonna fuck this blade up if you do that. And I was like, yeah, I really don't want to do that because I buy these blades. I spend hard money on this shit, and if I were to really break it, then I'd be really mad at myself because it's like, dude, what the fuck, right? No gel, yeah, no gel yet. I haven't had spare chance to sit down and even try to push that shit together yet. It's just fucking, I don't know. I wanted to do the gel test, but I got pushed to it. I said, fuck it, I'm doing this now. And so it's just one of those things I haven't done yet. But now that I know the ice is a complete waste of time, I will be doing the ballistic gel stuff. I'll get that resolved. Let's see. Has a rat tail tang, it will break. Operator is full tang strong. Yeah, Operator 7 is a fucking monster. It's fucking, oh my god, you know, it's beautiful. Yeah, like sometimes you go through your target and hit a rock. Exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, you know, even the scenario I painted in the thing is like, okay, so a dude is attacking you with a pull stick and you're swinging at it, and I would have hit screw then too, you know. So anyway, currency different. I'm paying small fortune for something high-end blades, even on Amazon. Oh, currency's different, yeah. Let's see. I broke a K-bar several times doing simple stuff. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. See, Hummingbird says, I'll drink this nectar in an air ballet. Woodpecker says, I'm gonna stab the bugs out of this tree with my face knife. Exactly. Which would be better, stab into 3/4 inch plywood or OSB? I'm brain dead right now on the OSB side. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Check out CBT and Siege vids on my channel to see the difference, Karen. Okay, there you go. Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong. Yeah, today was definitely Murphy's day. Give Murphy his fucking due, because Murphy was having a good time with me today. Do not stab wood with K-bar. It will break 50% of the time. Well, I'll take your word for that. Let's see. Tenchi told me I wasn't in his subs, and I know I am. Tenchi told me I wasn't in his subs, and I know I am. Yeah, you could see people that sub to you for the most part, unless they've got it really, unless you mark yourself as saying private, don't let people know. Yeah, YouTube has a unsubscribing people. Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, but Simacom, you just relatively started not too long ago, bro. I mean, you're at 40. That's pretty good. And understand, if I was brutally honest, and I've said this plenty of times, if it wasn't for Chris Tanner over at Prepare Mind 101, fuck, I wouldn't even be at 3,000 subs, or 3,200 now. I would probably be more at maybe 500, maybe 600, really, because I always, because of the nature of my show and my language and all this other stuff, I say whatever the fuck I want, whenever, I just say whatever. I really don't have a filter and don't care to put a filter on my show. The show started off as a way for me to mentally vent and have a good time and experiment and try different shit and have fun with it. And I've had everybody tell me, dude, you can grow your channel hella good. And I'm glad I didn't, because all these dudes that I know that have been busting their hump on their channel, in the hundreds of thousands, blah, 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 they're still just as broke as me right now. So, yeah, all this labor of love for what? It's not to make money. It's to have fun and just have your own shit. And that's why, I refuse to change the way I do my stuff. But it's also coming to bite me in the ass, especially with the first ad apocalypse and all this other stuff. And now, because I don't have a filter and I talk about shit that bothers me, that puts me on a pretty short list too. Because, I talk about guns, I talk about government, I talk about conspiracy, I talk about this, I talk about that. To the point that, shit, I had a channel strike before, and I had to step away from this bitch for like 3 fucking months. So, it's just one of those things where I had all of that weighing on my head too. And so I started the filming process at 2 o'clock. Started getting everything downstairs from 2 o'clock till 3:30. From 12 o'clock to 3, so 3.5 hours. I spent 3.5 hours doing all of that stuff. And then I listened to you, Bronx. You'll see in the video, I actually have protective gear on my arms for chopping and stuff like that. I'm happy to say my arms didn't give me any problems, so that was good. My wrists, my hands, my arms, everything worked perfectly. It's just, I don't know. I think maybe, if I'm being honest, my heart really wasn't into the video. Now, I was tickled when I was sitting in there, when I was talking with my daughter. Like, there's parts where we're talking about stuff, and she's hilarious. Like, the apple didn't fall far from the tree in regards to her dark humor. Her dark humor is just as bad as mine, if not in some ways worse. And she cracks me the fuck up. And I'm just sitting there looking at her like, okay, well, fuck. This totally is not going to be monetized or anything else. Because some of the shit she was saying, like, we were having fun. So we were having fun. And the fact that she was, she's game. She was game to get in there and chop and, do her part and everything. And she's got her Almar, and we're going to talk about that. So that's going to be a whole lot of fucking fun. What's up, Magic? What is up, motherfucker? What's up, motherfucker? Yeah, I'm always deemed unacceptable. It's pretty fucking hilarious, really. It's like, whatever. It's funny, Magic. I see you on the live stream chat bubble over there, but I don't see your ass on the official chat. Like, dude, did you piss off YouTube or something? Because you're not showing up over there. That's fucking hilarious. And see, now Garen's got buffer. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. I get that a lot now, even on Facebook. It seems like some of the things now are not very happy with some of the things that I'm talking about. I think some not very thrilled with it, but fuck, whatever. Oh, there you go. Now you're showing up. Yeah, that's funny. Your what's up bitches didn't fucking show up. But everything else is showing up over there. Oh, particle board. Actually, yeah, I have some particle board that we were chopping into too. We were playing that. We were playing with that a little bit too. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I see that now. Ice will just dolo blade. That's all I'm meant to do in chop contest. Ah, did not know that. I was making sure. I thought since it was hard, I wanted to see if it would chip the blade. That's what I was checking more than anything else. Because it was interesting. We actually figured out a little test, and it's pretty funny. When you see this test, you're like, that's pretty funny. So you see these guys going ham. I'm like, you might not need to necessarily go ham. You just have to have a certain technique. And we started splitting ice with next to no effort. It was actually pretty funny. So anyway, that's that. Whatever. Let's see. Simicom says, I'll take your show over. Prepared mind, nothing fancy, getting us talk to, etc. any day. Yeah, because you know, again, like the funny thing is, I talk to Chris somewhat on a regular basis, and the dude's got a filthy mouth just like me. You know, he's fucking great. He's a fucking awesome fucking dude. I love him. He's fun. He's a really, really interesting guy. Especially if you start to talk the esoteric shit with him. He's really super knowledgeable in that regards. But what's funny is, like, he keeps his shit squeaky clean, you know? And I don't know. If I was like a squeaky clean guy, you know, okay, fine, maybe. But I have always had a problem with my fucking language. Period. Since I was 9 years old. And so, because I've had, this is the quote. This is a quote I get from everybody that I come in contact with who has first been exposed to me on this, and then they meet me in real life, and I always get the same fucking thing. Dude, you're the exact fucking same as your show. And I'm like, yeah. like, hello. And it just kind of cracks me up because I'm like, I'm not putting on a show. This is not a dog and pony show. This is how I fucking am. And you see me on my Facebook live shows. I talk like this with my fucking kids. In some ways, I talk even worse shit with my kids. It's fucking funny. It's fucking funny. Like, they just, whatever, you know. Yeah, that's why I love you guys too. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. Maritime Spook, we were both a Canadian average of about 1,400. Oh, really? So that's the average there, huh? That's like the well, you know. So the other thing too is when we're talking about things like knives, just specifically knives, that is very niche. It's a very, 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 very niche, and it's funny because you can go to like Facebook groups and things like that, and you'll see the same motherfuckers everywhere. It's hilarious. It's like the same core group, the same nexus of like the core of the knife community. It's pretty funny, you know. Let's see. WikiLeaks just did a mass info drop. Oh, juicy. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's see. It's hard when you do what YouTube deems unacceptable. I know, right? It's whatever. I've been watching Coast to Coast talking about missing people cases inside national park states. Yeah, it's fucking reptiles. Reptiles are eating people. That's what's going on. I think there's some nefarious shit afoot. Let's see. Fun is key. Is the key, brother. Yeah, I mean, fuck. It's like I said, you gotta really enjoy this stuff, because when I was doing the chop test, I really wasn't enjoying that. What I want to do, though, is I want to find a way to mix the live, because I gotta tell you, post-production sucks. I'm really hating the whole post-production shit. Like, I put that first video out. I have 3 more fucking videos ready that I'm editing right now. I fucking hate the editing and putting in the special effects and all of that. I realize now, after doing this live stuff, I hate the other stuff. It just takes so fucking long, and I just don't have so much disposable time anymore now. Like, me and my wife went out last night. We went and watched a movie, went and had dinner because we had our 20th anniversary, and she makes the comment, you know, this is the first time we've gone out in like a month and a half. And I was like, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, you're right. You know, because we both have been busting our ass working, and, you know, just trying to stay afloat. And I'm just like, dude, I just don't have the spare fucking shit to let me rephrase. I would much rather sit and work with Lyra and go through these edits that we're doing and spend an hour doing that than spend an hour on a video that at the end of the day I could have did a live stream, got the same information across in a fraction of the fucking time. So I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Because, like, so for example, earlier it took me 3 hours and 30 minutes to shoot 2 videos, right? Then it's going to probably take me another 2.5 hours per video for edits and shit like that. Then to upload. Then to try to hem and haw over some fucking channel art, because there's an art to channel art in and of itself. Then to write the descriptions and all this other bullshit. You know, you're in 4 fucking hours on a fucking video. 4 fucking hours. Shit, if I sat down to write in 4 hours, I would be 6-7 chapters deep into a book. So it's kind of like, fuck, I don't know. At some point, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm trying to find the best sweet spot to get you guys content, to get some really good testing in, but at the same time, not have to deal with the whole rigmarole of massive setup, massive teardown, shooting, the snafus that go along with that, etc., etc., etc. So I was looking, I got a laptop to set down there. I have the lighting stuff. I'm thinking I might make a permanent test bench, bring the camera, webcam up close, and then just find a way to actually do some tests real time in front of you. But that also puts me in a very, very awkward position too, because typically speaking, what I try to do is, if there's a product that I test and it turns out to be complete dog shit, I just throw the video away. I just don't put it out, because, you know, if somebody asks me a point blank question, what do I think about blank? I'll say, oh, you know, blank, you might want to look at something else. I've had bad experience with them, their support or whatever. But I try not to put videos out, even though those videos tend to get the fucking biggest reviews. You know, people go crazy off of knives breaking and shit. I've never been one to take food from another person's mouth that's trying to hustle and make money. I'm not a hater like that. I don't do that shit. I try to build relationships and, you know, make it a win-win situation for everybody that I fuck with. So there's been times where I've had issues with heat treats on, like, maybe a Tops blade or a Schrade blade or something else, where when I shoot it, if something happens, I let them know, hey, this happened, and I show them the video, and they say, send a blade back. I send a blade back to them. They send me a brand new blade. I go ham again with that same blade, and it passes with flying colors, and I put that video out. But sometimes I'll say, you know, because I'll ask them, do you want me to put the video out? This is Schrade now I'm talking about, with Little Ricky. Do you want me to put this video out where there's this catastrophic failure? And they're like, yeah. And they surprised me. They're like, yeah, go ahead, put it out, because we're sending you another blade, just do another test. Okay. So I did. I put the video out. I got their permission because, again, I'm not trying to be an asshole to people. And then I broke that bitch. They sent me another blade. I went twice as hard. I doubled up the ham factor on that bitch, and it passed. And I was like, oh, for all you Schrade haters, there you go. It was a bad heat treat. Because guess what? I don't give a fuck who your favorite knife maker is. If there's a bad heat treat, there's a bad heat treat. There's nothing you can do about that shit. And but if I do it live and I come across a bad heat treat and the company is being a dick, you know, and says, "Oh, we're not gonna," say for example, I fuck with Condor and I get a Condor blade from Joe and I'm banging on that bitch in a live test and it just ping breaks, and I'm like, "Hey, I did a live show and your shit broke on a live show. You want to send me another one for me to follow up the test on?" And they're like, "Nah, fuck no." Then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Rob's one of those fucking assholes that likes to break blades and, you know, whatever." But, you know, that's somebody that doesn't know. Like, you guys would know, because you guys know how I get down. But if somebody's watching for the first time, "Oh, look, he just likes to break shit. He's like a," what is that guy's name? Sergeant Ugly or Fugly or some shit like that. That dude is systematic in his testing, but he breaks a lot of shit. Like, I watch his shit break and I'm like, ugh. That is really insane testing. I don't necessarily know if that even constitutes as gross negligent uses of a blade, but whatever. I digress. That's his show, and he does very well. I'm very happy for him. Whatever you guys do on your shit, that's your shit. I really don't care. But anyway, let's see. Don't make mom. What did I miss here? What did I fucking miss here? I missed something here. Let's see. 411s. You see, missing 411 people. Pretty here. Let's see. Just my carrier. Vic says, "I swear like a sailor." Good for you. That's a sign of intelligence. Chris used to ghost hunt. Yep. He doesn't ghost hunt now, but he fucks with those, what I call demons, what he calls lower density entities. And he pays for it too. Them fuckers like to yank on his fucking ribs and shit. I'm like, yeah, see, you fuck with that shit. I try not to fuck with that stuff. I'm like, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Yeah, I know that job. I know we were talking the other day about the fucking laws in there and shit. Yeah, you know, my mom, thankfully my mom doesn't watch my shit, but even if she did, she doesn't give a fuck. You know, she doesn't give a fuck. My mom, you know, I talk this way in front of my mom. In fact, me and my mom get in some heated ass debates about shit, and she already knows how I fucking am. And as far as conspiracy shit goes, she knows. She knows I'm like, fuck, I am so far down the rabbit hole, it's not even fucking funny. Let me see. Birds go quiet, no sounds, no wind, feeling something watching you. Happens all the time when I go out in the forest. Well, you better make sure you got some good mojo from the medicine man with you, brother. Let's see. I used to go ghost hunt 10 years ago. It was fun to do when you're living with a few of them. Yeah, you know, it's... And then, you know, there's also some people that are very, very, very sensitive. And the real sensitive folks, I mean, they're all around us. I mean, they're always around us. But, you know, you got some folks here that are super fucking sensitive, and they see that shit everywhere. You know what I mean? Paula says, "I'm very, very glad Garen got me hooked on your channel, Rob." Well, I'm glad you're here, too. Let's see. Other than Skull and Canadian Prepper, most of us doing knives up here are fairly small. Yeah, I think even here, really, you know, if you go like pure knives, there's, I don't know. I think once you get past 100, maybe 150,000, that's it. That's the top, right? And you know, I look at 150,000 as pretty fucking respectable number, but I think even you know, Chris from Drop Forge will tell you straight up, shit, he's still not making decent money with that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of times, the only way you're going to make any kind of... Like, if this was my career, it would be one thing. Okay, but this is really not my career. This is, like I said, this is my mental escape. This is where I get to hang out with people that I really like, that share in my passion. They share in some of the things that I enjoy. And we get to have frank dialogue about different shit that we all kind of are mixed up in, right? And we just talk shit and have a good time. So, you know, it is what it is. Jeff says, was traveling with my sister, turned on your show on phone right away. It's F this, F that. My sister roared. I said, hey, this is one of my favorite dudes. That's awesome. You know, it's funny because I've had some people, like when I do some of my motivational stuff and I'm talking and I'm doing these analogies or whatnot, you know, I've had some people, this is shocking. I've had some people say, you know, despite the language and everything else, I still have my kids listen to your stuff. And at first, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you expose me at all to your children, you know? But then I paused on that and thought about it. I said, you know, thank you. I appreciate the fuck out of that. That was super nice that you said that to me. And it's funny because they'll get back with me years later. I mean, some of these folks are from fucking years ago. And they're like, yeah, you know, my kid, he showed you to some of his friends and blah, blah, blah. And I'll get these messages on my Facebook and stuff. And some of these folks will talk to me. And they'll say some really super nice things that kind of take me aback. Like, I get kind of humbled. Like, yeah, I was just ranting and raving. I was pissed off about something. And I didn't really think much of it. But they'll say something like, you know, thanks. You know, I really appreciate it. You were there when I needed somebody to talk to. And I was like, cannot recall us having a detailed conversation, you know, but I guess apparently there was something I had said in one of my videos that was insightful and meaningful for them, and it helped them get through whatever the fuck they were going through. So that's the awesome part. That's the things that actually make this really worthwhile. It's just the one-on-one interactions with some of you guys and the relationships and things like that. But I gotta tell you, some of this other stuff that I attempt to do now, it's not the same. It's not the same. And I used to have this golden rule where if I put a video, I recorded a video and I looked at it and I said, this is dog shit. It's fucking rubbish. I'm not putting it out. I'm going to break that rule with these next two hard use test videos just because I'm just going to put them out. I'm going to put them out. I'm not proud of them, but it does show that even with Top as a sponsor for the channel and everything else, I don't say things super glamorous about their shit. If anything, especially with El Shed today, you know, the point reviews, they weren't that great, you know. From the chopping part on the, like, you know, wood processing stuff, you know, I gave it a thing, but I had actual problems with some of that handle design. I actually really don't like the handle design on El Chete. There's a part on it, points like this, where that choil sits right there between these two fingers. I don't like it. I hurt myself when I was chopping. I wasn't using gloves, just bare naked hands, but it was early in a test. I banged down. I fucking bared down hard as fuck, and that bitch bounced. Bah-bah! And I was like, ow! And I was like, motherfucker. Hey, what's up, Wicked? So, you know, we'll see. I mean, really, it's just going to be you guys. The core group anyway is going to watch this shit. I don't think there's a whole lot of people tuning in, and YouTube's definitely not referring my shit to anybody else. So, fuck it. I look at it now like, fuck, I'm making videos for you guys just to check out. You know, really, that's it at this point. I'm not really doing it for the masses. Put it that way. Let's see. Happy anniversary. Thank you. I film like 5 tests at once and then reviews after when I feel it's a good time and the vid flows and I edit less. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Yak. Thanks, Backwoods. My mom likes hearing Rob picking up his kids from school. Brian says, I'm 45 years single last month. Great streak. There you go. There you go. Cue on your captions and such. Let's see. I'm done. For live test might be something to try out. I end up being, oh, I'm down. I got you. Doing live testings when the audience suggests test. Major foolery. or something like that. Major Fugly or Fugly or something he has. Wicked, hey, let's see. I have to put headphones on now. She don't mind the cussing, but my wife doesn't like his voice. She says something in Rob's pitch range or something that drives her crazy. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I used to be that way hearing my own voice. Like, when I first put out that first video, I was like, ugh, fuck, I hate my fucking voice. It's horrible. Like, ugh, you know? And, so I think my ears and your wife's ears are the same, because I can't stand listening to myself. It even after all these years of doing this, when I go back and I watch my videos, I fucking hate my voice. I don't like my voice at all. It's really funny. I like my son's voice. His voice is kind of like mine, but I think he's actually got a lower bass range to it. So I think it's pretty fucking funny. Wicked, how's everyone doing? Oh man, I'm suffering from snafus and you know, the Murphy's Law syndrome. But other than that, not bad. Let's see. Magic, I think it's hilarious. Let's see. Nut job. Hey, Brian, do me a favor. Next time you go out on a walk, find a small round blue stone, carry it with you, see if that helps. What'd I miss, Brian? Did I miss something? Did that milk and honey work for you? You know what? It was funny. I didn't do it, but the wife was in the office here with me, and I mentioned it. We talked about it, and she said, "Yeah, do it." And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put that shit out tomorrow, and let's see what happens." And I got busy, and nothing happened. Like I didn't do it. But I haven't had anything weird happen since then. So I don't know if it said, "Oh, this motherfucker is down for the cause," or whatever, and can put out some honey and fucking milk for me. And it's just being patient and waiting for it to put some honey and milk out. But no, nothing else has happened. But I am going to do it. And it knows I'm going to do it. I've just been busy. And I think whatever watches me sees I'm fucking relentlessly fucking busy. It's stupid. Roy, what's up? Speaking of Roy, so there's a show supposed to pop off tomorrow, and it's supposed to be something like really, like a lot of people are like really interested in it. Oh, is this one up? Oh no, this one. I think this is upside down. What the fuck is this? Is this House Targaryen? What is this? The Starks? Oh my god, what is this shit? Roy? What's the fuck? This is Lannisters, right? Lannisters. And the other last one is White Walkers. Oh my god! These are cookies. These are fucking Oreo cookies. I thought of Roy. I went grocery shopping last night, and he got these motherfucking Oreos for fucking Game of Thrones. And I said, oh my fucking hell, I have to get this and add this in my fucking show because it's fucking hilarious. Yes, Oreo fucking cookies, Game of Thrones for Roy. Because I was thinking about Roy. I'm gonna get this shit and I'm gonna put it in the goddamn show. Because I think out of all my friends, I think Roy is probably the most fired up for that shit. I think he's excited for it. You know, I'm so far behind on Game of Thrones that, you know, I'm like, fuck, I want to watch it. I'm so fucking busy. I've got so much shit I'm trying to get done. You know, and if I sit down and watch it, like my wife is just barreling through. She's barreling through motherfucking Vikings, right? And then, no, I just don't have the fuck. I have them. I have all of them. I just don't have the fucking time. That's the fucking problem. I just don't have the fucking time. You know, like we just went out and watched a movie last night, and we were both him and fucking Han, because I was like, oh, I got this website I got to get done. You know, I got this documentation I'm trying to get done. I got all this other shit I'm trying to get finished. And it's just fucking brutal. It's just fucking brutal. But I told her last night, I said, you know what? It's our anniversary. Well, our anniversary was earlier in the week, but this is the first time our schedules permitted us both to have time out. So we went and watched Shazam. Shazam was a very cute movie. It was very, very cute. Like, I really fucking dug it. It was a cute, feel-good fucking movie. Like, we watched it, was like, okay, that shit's unexpected. All right. Cool. I mean, it's funny because it has some pretty dark moments in there, but for the most part, it was pretty good. But anyway, we watched that and we came home and said, fuck. Yeah, it was the first time we actually took time away together because, like I said, she's been on her side. You know, she goes to work, whatever. She comes home. Boom, man. I see her. She's started watching Vikings season 1, and now she's in season 3. And then the other thing she's been just gang rushing through was Gotham. And a couple other shows she's just been watching like crazy. But anyway, I'm just like, fuck. You know, the last thing that I had a chance to watch, and it was because we were laying down just watching it together. And she said, what do you want to watch? I said, oh, I want to watch Love, Death, and Robots. And then we watched that, and so that was fucking awesome. Hey, Daisy, what are you doing? What are you doing in here, huh? What are you doing? So anyway, let's see here. Magic, I got HBO today just for Game of Thrones. Yep. Do I have to nope. Game of Thrones, get to D. Yep. Never seen it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's based off of George R. Martin's book series, which are really, 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 really good. He's a really funny guy. Actually, I like him a lot. Years ago, I had a chance to talk to him for about 10 minutes. And he was one of the first guys to say, if you write for you. Fuck everybody else. You write your shit. You write what you want to write. And his advice, I took that and put it towards everything else that I do. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. That's the other thing I've been doing too, is when I have spare moments that are just random little bits of spare time, I've been reading. And so I've been really reading Neil Gaiman's American Gods. And the TV series, they actually have quite a bit that's taken from the book, but it deviates pretty heavily from the book. And I gotta tell you, the book is actually a lot more wholesome and satisfying story-wise, as far as dealing with Shadow, than what I've seen from American Gods thus far. You know, me and a wife last season watched the very first season of American Gods, and I know it's season 2 going on right now, but I haven't even had a chance to watch any of that. But, you know, the nice thing about a book is you go take a shit, you can bring it with you to reading. You go to a restaurant, like I'll bring it to a restaurant now, so instead of me getting my phone out and fucking around on a phone, I actually spend a little time just reading when everybody else is on their phones or whatever. And, you know, or if it's that weekend, wife's at home, she's playing on her iPad some game or something, but she wants me to keep company with her in the room or whatever, I'll sit in there and I'll start fucking reading a little bit there. And that little bit of here and there, reading here and there, you know, I'm already halfway through the book. And I gotta say, I really am enjoying the writing style of Neil Gaiman. And it's funny because the cool thing about reading, here's something I found out that was a big, huge tickle for me. So Roger Zelazny, I always, you know, I have a hard time, like in my mind, I can see somebody's name or I can see a word, and then sometimes I go to spit it out and I fuck it up, but I think it's Zelazny. Roger Zelazny is my all-time favorite author, and he died. I never had a chance to meet him. And he wrote, of course, Nine Princes in Amber, which is my all-time favorite book series. So this is like trivia stuff in case anyone ever, wants to pop quiz. What do you know about Robert X? Well, his favorite author is Roger Zelazny, and out of all of Roger's Hugo Nebula winning books, the ones that he loved the most and was saddest about when he died, he was not able to finish this epic series called Nine Princes in Amber. He is the author that is probably most instrumental in my writing style and even in my story crafting in a way that I kind of position my characters and things of that nature. And then imagine my joy and tickle when I opened up Neil Gaiman's American Gods, and as I flip to the dedication, he says something like, to my old friends, and he's got somebody, and then he's got Roger Zelazny, and then I'm like, oh my fuck, this dude is influenced by the same motherfucker I'm influenced by. So I was like, yay, that's fucking awesome. Anyway, stupid things like that tickle me. But anyway, I digress. Almost didn't watch Black Summer, but I did and enjoyed it. Black Summer, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, Black Summer. Okay, I'll see if I can. Let's see. Gotham only has 2 episodes left in the series. I saw that. And a lot of shows are ending up. You got Supernatural, you got Gotham, you got Vikings is going to end. You've got there's a couple other ones that I just saw. I was like, holy shit, like all these shows are all coming to an end. It's almost like harbinger of the end. It's like, oh fuck, we're going to end gracefully and blah blah blah. Death and Robots was beyond wicked. It was fucking amazing. I fucking loved it. You said you asked what you missed. Woods Forest going dead calm, no sounds. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I did see that. I thought it was just because, Bigfoot was watching you from behind a tree, spanking it, going, oh, Brian, looks good, but I can't let him know that I'm here, because he'll tell the world that I exist. So I thought that's what you're talking about. Let's see. I thought Black Summer was good as far as the what if and people after the shit hit the fan situation. What's funny is, I don't know if you guys remember the old comic books back in the day from Marvel Comics, but they had a series called What If? And it had a thing like, what if Wolverine had killed the Hulk? Because for you comic book fans, Wolverine's real official first appearance was in a Hulk comic book. But the what if is, what if Wolverine had killed the Hulk? And so it was kind of funny because they took these what if storylines and they ran with it. Well, now Disney and Marvel officially announced they're going to do an animated what if series. And I was like, nice. That sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I'm out of everything that they been dusting off and putting into the things, I thought that was pretty good decision right there. I was like, good shit. And having it animated, I'm like, also good. So it looks like Marvel's trying to put some pretty compelling content into their competition against Netflix and everything else on their particular channel. But we'll see. The other one that they're working on is a Winter Soldier / Falcon show, which I'm kind of like, okay, I'll wait and see how that turns out. Let's see, season 2, American Gods delves into the godhood more. Oh, that's cool. Brian, phone, earphones, toilet, dinner. Yeah. Yep. Just random times. I have seen every episode of American Gods, seen the first season twice, up to date on current season. I, like many others, have no idea what's going on. That's funny, because that's actually good, because in the book, Shadow is constantly just like, what the fuck is going on? So I think that it's good that the series is doing that. And I think it's also good that they went really abstract and really like TV LSD on some of the stuff, because I think it adds to that overall surrealness of the situation, and it's pretty cool. It's actually that, man, like you don't say something like this very often, but it's interesting when a TV series has taken canon from a book and actually taken the heart and soul of it and still has that intact, but taken their own track with it, you know, because the book shocked the shit out of me on some of the characters that had died relatively early in the book, that it's still kicking pretty good in this in the TV series. And I'm like, wow, they took it and they did this parallels, different parallels, changed parallels, and then like they did their own shit with the TV series. And I'm like, and some of the stuff they did, some of those monologues, man, I'm like, this is some good shit. It's some good shit. They take some social constructs and they go wonky with them, and I don't really mind it because it doesn't feel preachy and it doesn't feel like, oh, we want you to think this way. It's more like, by the way, motherfucker, here's another way to look at this shit, and you're like, whoa, that was deep. I like that. Let's see. Groin, exactly. When I turn on a movie in the first 2 minutes, there are a couple making out or nude people running around, I change to another movie, LOL. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like I have no problems with like sex in a movie or violence in a movie or language in a movie if whatever I'm seeing there is relevant to the story. So I had a good conversation with my kids about a gay character. I said, I refuse to make a story about a gay character just to get the LGBT community behind me. Fuck that. It doesn't, it's never, ever will I do that. Never. And that's an absolute statement. Never. Well, I don't give a fuck how much money they throw at me. I refuse to write a story to back an agenda. But I do have a character that has a gay character in it called The Living Shield. And the reason that he's gay is because it creates a very difficult situation in regards to creating lineage. So there's a reason for it. There's a reason for that character to be that way. Or if there is something stylistic about it, then I'm like, okay. So violence that are very stylized violence, like what is that shit? I'm drawing a blank here. The one with Sparta. Oh my god, why am I drawing a blank on that? This is Sparta. The violence in that is so beautifully stylized. Like you just stare at it and it's magnificent. It's horrific, but magnificent. Just the whole style. 300. Thank you, Wicked. The whole stylization of it just works. Even like the sex that's in it, it just shows decadence. It just shows temptation. It's like it's done really well. But there's some shows you watch and you're like, what the fuck? Like I just watched a review talking about the new Hellboy. And a lot of the folks that I respect that usually have almost identical viewpoints as I do when we watch these movies said, yeah, I got an R rating and there's a lot of fucking really, and Spartacus, exactly. Really over the top violence and gore and blah, blah, blah. But it feels forced. Like, it should be, you know, and you're just like, huh. Like, I hate that. I hate that. Spartacus was fucking so awesome, but that it broke my heart when the actual main guy that was in Spartacus got sick. Like, he was the dude, you know, and Crixus is badass, you know. It's like, and then when your favorite character in real life gets sick and then they throw another fucker in to replace him, you're just like, that's good, but that's not the same. Let's see here. Bigfoot's on me, but No one believes him. That's good. Disney streaming is like $6.99 a month. Yeah, the price point's not bad, but the problem is they're doing the same model that cable companies did back in the day. You know, back in the day, it's like, okay, yeah, I got HBO, I got Skinamax, you got fucking Showtime, you got this, you got that, blah, blah, blah. No, he was sick at first. Then he died. He was sick. They first announced that he was sick. And then he stepped away, and they weren't sure if he was going to be able to do the next season. And then he fucking died. And I was like, fuck. But before he died, though, to his credit, he did this YouTube appearance on this one show. And it was awesome. Like, even though he was sick, like, he did it. Like, he guest appeared on this medium-sized channel. And then I was like, oh, and I had hope because I saw him on this YouTube thing, and I was like, yeah. And then he fucking died, and I was like, fuck! Oh, did you really? Dude, Crixus? Yeah, Crixus looks like a fucking cool dude. He looks like a motherfucker I would like, boom, throw elbows on. What's up, dude? Elbows. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen him, I saw him at Comic-Con from really far away. And I was all, Crixus! Like, I just bellowed that shit out. And he did one of these. He just looked around for a second, like, he couldn't tell where it came from. Because I was like half a mile away with like a sea of motherfuckers around me. It was great. It was funny. Even like, what is that? Big Bang Theory. They were all here, and they were riding around on little go-karts. And I was all, Sheldon! My kid's always all like, what are you fucking doing, Dad? I'm like, whatever. Oh, he plays beautiful piano, huh? That's cool. Yeah, Spartacus, man. I didn't finish watching that because I refused. It's like I get torn up, like when there's like something historic. Like, I try to warn my wife. She's really in on Vikings, and she's on season 3. And I told her, you might want to end after season 3. Just no spoilers. You just might want to stop because she loves the main dude, and she's like, it's like a Viking Jax, Teller from Sons of Anarchy. And it's funny because there's shows you know they're based on actual events, and you're like, well, the actual events didn't end well. There's no fucking happy ending here. You might not want to see, like, it ends, you're like, okay, look, it's kind of happy, end it there, don't watch further, because then people just lose their shit and be like, fuck this show. That's what happened with Walking Dead with Glenn. We're like we weren't caught up, and no one was safe from that shit. No one was safe when that shit happened. You couldn't like not see. Like, you were scrolling through timelines and you see, oh shit, and you try, too late. You already knew what the fuck happened. So yeah, I know, Vixen, if they kill Daryl, you'll be pissed. Yeah. So that's why, there's no Walking Dead for us. And then I had liked The Walking Dead, the newer one, but I had fell off after the second season, I guess. When they were getting to the boat, that was it. And then they were getting to the boat, and I was kind of like, uh-oh, this show looks like it's about to go sideways. I don't think I'm going to invest any more time in this shit. I'll wait to see what happens. And it sounds like I was right. It sounds like that some bitch just went completely off the fucking rails, which also, from what I heard, happens with Vikings after season 4. And, that's the sad thing. There's certain shows I just can't watch the end of. Like, for example, Millennium. I did not watch the last episode of Millennium. I just said, fuck it. I can't see, I don't want to know, I don't want this to be done. So I never saw what happened with Frank Black, and, like, I just never did. So Oh, is it? Fear the Walking Dead is better now than ever? Oh, shit, Roy. Well, fuck. Now that you said that. Okay. Fear the Walking Dead killed. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, Brian. I thought that. And I actually, there was a couple characters I did like from the beginning roster that I kind of was like, okay, they're really fucking irritating. It's like, okay, for me, there could be characters that I absolutely fucking hate. I can't stand. But if they're authentic and they're like authentically retarded and they start to show change, dude, I'm hooked on them. I start rooting for them like they're the fucking underdog. You know, it's like, you're a moron, but you're starting to see the light. I'm rooting for you. And that's what I was feeling when I was watching Fear the Walking Dead. Like, a lot of those fuckers, I was like, dude, are you fucking dumb? And then I realized, oh, wait a minute. This shit's authentic because these are some motherfuckers sitting in LA. And I could tell by, okay, all right, yeah, fuck, let's do this, you know? And so the you know, the sons, you know, like Mr. Junkie Dude, and like he was so dirty. I was like, this is a grimy motherfucker. But I love the concept of he's been living in his own fucked up hell, and then when the earth actually becomes hell, he starts thriving. I'm like, that's awesome. I was like, I like that shit, you know? And then the mom and them, I'm like, ugh, I can't fucking stand. And the daughter, I'm like, fuck, I can't stand this bitch. Ah, fucking can't stand her. Fucking kill that bitch. Like, I was rooting for people to die, right? And I got excited. And then partway through, I was kind of like, well, okay, maybe I don't want her to die. She's irritating, but she's like my irritating now. Like, I'm fond of her. I kind of don't want her to die. I want her to kind of learn from her shit, you know? And so you're kind of like, you start to have this shift and you like these characters. And then like the one black dude that was like cool Modi pimp, you know, like, we'll get to the boat. We'll get to the boat. Everything will be fine. Like, I was like, okay. And then even when his little reveal was there, I was like, all right, I'll roll with it. Fuck. Okay, whatever. And then I went through, I was like, I like the dynamic. I did. Especially old fucking, what is his name? The Latino dude. Ooh, he was my nigga. That dude right there, he was my favorite. You know, because he had a dark shadow history to him. I was like, I like him. Let's see. Earth, Final Conflict. I don't think I watched that. Are they Australian actors? They sound a bit Aussie. Inside of Vikings, the main guy, yes, he's Australian. Sons of Anarchy, Jax, he's Australian. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 80% sure he's Australian. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yes, they did, but it's okay. They are about to start another spin-off from Walking Dead. Yeah, they could do that infinitely. I mean, you got the mythology. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. I've watched Earth Final Conflict through several times. Earth Final Conflict was cool. Fuck, I'm gonna have to take a look at this. You guys got a lot of stuff here. I'm not a big Trek fan, but the new Star Trek Discovery is actually really, really. I've heard that. I have heard diehard fucking Trekkies, which universally say the original Star Trek as well as Next Gen. That's it. Everything else in their minds is complete fucking rubbish and dog shit. Okay, that's how hardcore my Trekkie friends are. Original, TNG. That's it. Fuck all the other ones. And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like, nah, fuck Rob. Fuck those other ones. And I'm like, well, I like Cisco. Fuck Cisco. Well, you know, what do you think about Janeway? Fuck Janeway. Fuck them. Nah, fuck that. And I'm like, damn. They have all come back and said, well, you know, this new Star Trek Discovery shit, this is good. This is really fucking good. I'm like, what? What? Really? And they're like, Rob, seriously, this shit's good. And I'm like hearing that consistently. So I'm gonna have to check that shit out because I've got all of it. I wish I could clone myself, put myself over there and say, just watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, I thought Jane was actually pretty interesting, but like all my tracking, fuck that bitch, fuck her. I'm like, damn, you guys, like, wow, like she's shitting your fucking personal cereal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn, really? They're like, fuck her. I'm like, okay, whatever. Damn, you guys are hard. But yeah, Roy, you were dead on that one. That's what I've heard consistently. Let's see, in the show, Colony. I saw a little bit about that. There was a character and it made me whoop and holler and enjoy when it was killed. You know what else was funny? What show was it? Something Hills. Very interesting show. I think Roy might have turned me on to it a long time ago. Oh man. It had oh fuck, I forgot his name. It was interesting because he was an FBI agent. He went to the small town looking for one of his old partners. Him and this partner had a thing before his wife and his son were like, oh, I think dad's out fucking around or whatever. And then oh, Jax is British. Okay, well, I take that back. My bad. I thought he was Aussie. But anyway, that first season was amazing. The reveal was fucked up. And I was like, what? And then this thing happened with the main character. And then they tried to carry it on. And I was like, why? You should have just ended it. What the fuck? Like, you had it. It was good. It was done. End it. You know, it was, I don't know. It's like sometimes they'll do a good show and then they fuck it up. No, it's, oh, fuck. When I find the name of it, Roy, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I think we did talk about it. It was a TV series. This is a few years back now. It was a TV series. Something. Oh, it's like a name of a town. And like the sheriff is this black dude, loves eating ice cream and stuff. And he's like, you like brittle, coffee, toffee, whatever. And like they do crazy shit. Like they did this thing where they execute a person in the middle of the town. It was crazy. My son Yak agrees with you. He's been telling me, Dad, you gotta watch Trailer Park Boys. Wayward Pines. Thank you, Wicked. Oh my fucking hell. One of you motherfuckers told me about that shit, and I went and I watched it, because this was a couple years back, and I watched it, me and my wife watched it, and we were like, what? Like, we were watching it, we were hella tripped out on it, and we got through season 1, we got into season 2, we were kind of like, not really feeling the next little bit, so we fell off. Colony I wanted to watch, because it had homeboy from Lost, that so it wasn't you, Roy. It was one of us, one of the guys here, one of the crew members told me about it, and I went and watched it. I thought it was you because usually it's me and you talking TV shit, but every so often one of these fuckers will lob out some shit, and I'm like, okay, make a note, and I go watch it, and I forget who the fuck told me it. So whoever told me about fucking Wayward Pines, that was a trippy ass fucking show. Expanse, I really liked Expanse. I thought Expanse was done very, very, very... See? Wicked knows. See, they should have ended on season 1 with Wayward Pines. Now, one show that I thought was absolutely perfect from season 1 to season 2... I mean, to season end... oh, what was it? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on it. It's the one that had... the guy used to be a cop, came into town with his daughter, had a bunch of weird scientists doing stuff. It was on Sci-Fi. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. It's one of my all-time favorite fucking shows. And then, oh my god. Eureka! Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Eureka had the best fucking continuity of any television show I have ever seen. Starts off, they're driving in, and the daughter sees themselves driving away in another car. All right, Roy, be safe. They're driving like this. And then when the season finale came years fucking later, I was like, that shit, it moved me, man. It moved me. Eureka was fucking amazing. I loved it. Now, I'm going to throw one more out at you thing about what we watched last night. And then I'm going to go ahead and end it because we're almost a half hour past the hour here. But I watched... oh, I didn't know they had the KSG in Eureka. That's fucking funny. I'm going to have to go back and check that shit. One thing that was crazy was... I watched Shazam last night. And this is no spoiler. But this is just how good it was. Not since Lilo and Stitch. Okay? Not since Lilo and Stitch have I had my heartstrings tugged on that made me say, oh, fucking Shazam. Fucking Shazam. Oh, there were several moments in there that were like the moment when Stitch goes, yeah, family broken, but still good. Yeah, Ohana means family. Family means no one left behind. It's like that part in Lilo and Stitch has always just got me, right? Watch Shazam. There's parts in Shazam that I was like, fucking DC, look at you motherfuckers. Well. This is good. It was good. So and it was fun. It was really entertaining. I think some of the criticisms that I've seen some of my peers throw out in regards to Shazam was a little bit harsh. Because we were either going to watch Shazam or we were going to watch Captain Marvel. And my wife said, fuck Captain Marvel. We'll go watch Shazam. So we watched Shazam. And it was good. Alright, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Looks like everybody's getting ready to bounce out anyway. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. We will be doing our story time tomorrow on the Robert R. Ricks channel about 7 o'clock. So I will see you guys tomorrow. For now, if you like it, please subscribe. Tell your friends far and wide. Until next time, motherfuckers, please be good to yourself, good to each other. Go out, live life to the fullest. Ride the busted wheels, fall off. Get some scars. Tell some stories. Find some love. All that jazz. And I'll see you motherfuckers next time.